So thank you for such a lovely introduction. As you've heard, my name is Lisa Prescott, and it is my absolute pleasure to take you through the very first training slot of today. I'm going to speak to you about some really careful tips and considerations when starting in your journey, because I believe that you have to start your journey really strong and solid if you want to progress. And you've got to be at a point in your life, I believe, that you really want things to change. Some of you might be in the room that still aren't at that point yet, but yet you're still building your business. You've just not got that full commitment that you need. But your journey starts from the second that you get serious about what you want to achieve. So what normally happens is you have a look at a business presentation. You might go to your local business presentation, or you might meet one of your friends for a coffee, and they will show you an opportunity, and you will have a look, and you will most probably see something that is in it for you. Whether that be that you want an extra income, or whether it be that you want the extra income and everything that Forever has to offer. You get registered, you order your box of products, and then you have a few days of just waiting. You're excited, you've probably been added to a couple of Facebook groups, but you don't really know what it is that you're that excited about. If you're anything like me, nerves started to kick in. I started to feel really anxious, and very quickly went from having no Facebook notifications to lots, and I started to feel really, really overwhelmed. Then your box arrives, and does anybody else, or was it just me, open that box of products? Yes, it felt like Christmas, but then you open the part that gives you the ingredients of all the products, and at that point you have no idea what it is that you're doing, and you feel really overwhelmed and feel like putting it away because it's just too much to handle. That was definitely me, and I'll never forget that feeling. And I think it's really, really important that every single person in this room never forgets that feeling, because if you want to coach somebody to the best of your ability, you want to be a really great mentor, and you want to take somebody on a journey, then you have to remember that feeling of being overwhelmed. Because what happens is, as you get used to the Facebook notifications, you start to learn a little bit about the products, and you start to understand the business, you can then forget that it is really difficult when you're starting out, because to us it just seems simple now. So don't forget that feeling, and that way you can help people move forward as best as you can. I'm a firm believer that you have to master the basics. I didn't have time for a hobby. I didn't want to do something part-time, flexibly around my children, because I was bored and I wanted something to do. I started Forever because I wanted to be successful. So you have to spend the time to master the basics of the business. The basics are what are duplicatable. I didn't want to change the business. I didn't know how to. I didn't think I was business-minded, so I wanted to stick to what the successful people before me had done. So the basics are the bit you have to learn. They are the part that will bring structure and stability, because we want to build a really solid business that's going to outlive us, because that's why we're all here. We're building a future, so that's the bit we have to get right. Let's go back. With Forever, you have to develop really good habits. You choose, and that is the beauty of the business. And like I said at the beginning, you're either at the point where you are developing really good habits and then you're going to act on them consistently, or you're going to create really bad habits and you're going to let excuses, negativity, or life get in your way. Because we all have that, days where we don't feel like building a business. But if you're going to master the basics, create really, really good habits, it's going to be that then that builds your business and moves you forward to wherever it is that you want to be. So your box has arrived, and normally within 2 or 3 days, you're sat in front of your sponsor, who is there committed to help you build your business. And they're going to ask you one of two things, I think, are the most important things to start off with. And it's going to be to create a list of everybody that you know. We're going to call it a who do you know list. One thing I learned very early on, that it wasn't a who do you think would be interested list. Anybody else do one of them? Very quickly you come to the end of it, and now what? Got nobody else to speak to. So we get coached to do a who do you know list, and then we're going to develop that and build a network of people that we're going to share an opportunity with. That is not the part that I'm going to talk to you about. The next most important part is having a vision. Your sponsor's role is to help you create a vision. Where it is you want to be in the next 6 months, what it is you're prepared to work for, but more importantly, where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? I struggled with that vision because I knew that I'd joined Forever for an income that I needed to replace the place. I'll be honest, I didn't do a goal board because I didn't feel like I needed to. Why did I need to write down on a piece of paper and stick it on a board that I wanted to replace a police income? I knew that, and I struggled with creating a vision past that initially. The importance of your vision is going to be the driving force of your business, and I won't be telling you something that you don't already know. I genuinely, in the nicest way possible, don't care where any of you right now are in your business, because the only thing that matters is where you are committed to being in the next 3 to 5 years' time. Not where you are today, not what's going on right now, but where you are committed to being. And that is something that this year's rally really taught me, that you have to be in this for life to build an income and a structure that's really solid. So you have to create that vision, make it bigger than you ever imagined, but really, really focus on it, because that will be the driving force on the days where you don't want to do it. When I said life gets in the way, it will pick you up and make you keep focused on building forward. And you've got to ask yourself, what is it you're prepared to work for? Nobody said success was easy, but what they did say was that it would be worth it. Every successful person in the room, even the people that have stood on stage for supervisor, will have made a sacrifice. How big the sacrifice depends on how big your vision is, and how much you are committed to wherever it is that you want to go. It's really important to learn the industry that you're in. And I say that because I was completely unaware that we were in a network marketing industry. I just thought I was retailing products and sharing the opportunity with people. I didn't understand that that was an industry. And I tell you that because I think it's really, really important that you take the time to learn the skills that you need to build a business. You have to treat this industry, this business, with the utmost respect that it deserves, because we all know that it can deliver beyond your wildest dreams. I give the example that wherever you are right now, if you work full-time, part-time, whatever it is that you do, you didn't just walk in to work one day and you was an expert in what it was that you was doing. You took the time to learn the skills. And it still baffles me that most people will go into work for somebody else, work really hard, do what is expected of them because they know that they have to do that to earn a wage. And chances are if they don't do that, they wouldn't have a job. But yet with Forever, people then make excuses. We've all said it, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and then the next excuse, gets in the way. So you have to be committed to working really hard for yourself. But the beauty of it is that you can learn you can earn as you're going along. You don't have to go to university for 3 years to become a network marketing professional. You can start to see a return very quickly on your products. You can start to see a return very quickly on helping other people in your team build a business. But it's really important to learn the skills that you need as you're going along. I give the example that I was a police officer prior to Forever. And to start with, somebody tutors you, so somebody work alongside you for 10 weeks. And what they will do is watch and observe the activities that you are doing. And we have what's called a portfolio. And within that portfolio is a list of competencies. Hundreds. Stopping a car, going to a sudden death, arresting somebody, you name it, there is a competency for it. And this police officer will stand at the side of you and watch you. And when you have done that, they will tick you off and say that they are happy that you are competent in that area. Only when you have ticked off every single competency, that is when you are independent as a police officer and you're trusted, after 10 weeks I might add, to then go out on your own and be a police officer. It's exactly the same in your business. You have to take the time to be competent at every single aspect, and you start at the beginning. I was asked to do a who do you know list. Is that comprehensive? Am I adding people to it daily? Am I, getting to the stage where I feel like I'm running out of people to speak to? Because that shouldn't ever be the case. So you make sure that you develop a really good who do you know list, and when you feel competent in that area, you can then coach it. Am I good at speaking to people, reconnecting, sharing the information? When I feel like I'm competent at that area, I can then coach it. And you can follow that then right the way through every single aspect of the business. And I stand here and say, I am not competent yet to the stage where I feel like I can do everything perfectly. I don't think I ever will be. What I will do is commit the time that it takes to learn the skills that I need and not expect it to happen overnight. People say all the time, I know what it is, Lisa, I know what it is. It's my mindset, and I'm working on it. We all must have heard people say that, or we've probably even said it ourselves. There is no quick fix. You can't just do all the work on yourself and on your mindset and then expect at the end of that your business to have grown. You have to work on yourself, and I think that's something that you'll have to, in fact, I know that you will have to do daily, indefinitely, because, life's always throwing things at us, and we always want to grow and develop. So you work on yourself and on your mindset alongside the activity. So they go hand in hand. And it's only then when you have consistently worked on yourself alongside the activity that you will see the results that you want. You have to look at what works for you. The beauty of it is that there is a wealth of information out there that you can use. Whether it be self-help books because your thing is self-confidence, whether it be mindset, whether it be that you need help in understanding people's personalities. There are books out there and lots of trainings that you can use. And probably that we recommend to other people. So the thing, that I really love at the minute is Miracle Morning. I think that as much as I used to say 79 network marketing tips and GoPro are amazing when you're starting your business, for those of you that have read Miracle Morning, you'll probably agree with me. It tells you everything that you need to know in there to get you started really strong on your journey. And if you can implement those really good habits right from the start, then you won't go far wrong. So it's definitely one that I would recommend. But then that leads me to saying that just because I've recommended it, it might not be right for you. Some people might like a certain, type of mindset. I spoke to Nat last night, and Nat's very much into yoga, which all of you will know. I cannot lie at the end of a yoga class and sit and relax. It's just not me. So as much as some people might recommend one form of activity, that might not work for you, and that's okay. Because what you have to do is find what works for you and then just master that and keep doing it. When you start your business, you're really excited and you start to share people's success stories. We all do it. Emma, my sponsor, shared her sponsor's success story with me, and it seemed too good to be true. Has anybody ever felt that? You see people that have joined the business within a few years, are earning six-figure incomes and traveling the world for free. It seems too unbelievable for people. So what you need to remember is that you have got an amazing opportunity to show people how to earn an extra £200 to £400 per month, which is why I started this business and why lots of you in the room have. So I think it's really important at the beginning to get your own success story and not just rely on everybody else's. As good as they are, be careful how big those success stories are that you're sharing, because you don't want to put people off, and it is quite off-putting to a lot of people. So we've started, and we have got this really great vision. We know what we're prepared to work for, and we are now going to look at developing some regular customers, because ultimately that's why we're here. We're here to earn an extra £200 to £400 per month from recommending some products to our friends and family and people that we know. And from there then, we are going to coach people to do exactly the same. So what I'm going to show you now is how you can develop 4 cage credits in regular customers every single month, not by 20 to 30, but by 8 customers. Because what we are going to focus on is quality over quantity. Yes, it would be incredible if you could have 20 to 30 regular customers every month and you're going to spend the time to look after them best you can. But they will probably be people buying 1, 2 products at the most. I'm going to show you now how to look at developing people's spends because I am not an expert in aloe and I will never ever pretend to be. But what I am is a really passionate, enthusiastic user of these products. And from there then I can naturally recommend them. And all I'm going to do is help 8 people also become really enthusiastic, if you can say it, about these products. So I go to the gym. So that is going to be a place where I can connect with people and make friends. Prior to forever, I would go to the gym, do my workout and leave. And at a push, I would be polite and say hello to the person that was on reception. So now I'm in forever and my job is to network. So I'm going to speak to people. I'm going to develop 4 friends at the gym. Maybe not by talking to the person next to me on the treadmill, because I was speaking about that this morning. That is really annoying because you're trying to breathe and stay alive, so you don't want somebody interrupting you telling you about aloe. But in your gym classes, when you're waiting for machines, just being in that environment. You are all there because you have got something in common. You go into the gym. Prior to forever, I already use gym supplements from other companies. So all I'm going to do, I'm not going to spend lots more money on forever products. I'm just going to redirect my spend. And from using these type of products, I can naturally speak about them to my friends at the gym who I know are too using other products of a different brand. So you can see there that I'm going to recommend what I am using. And just from helping 4 people become really enthusiastic about these products and just replacing the products that they are already using and that can enhance their performance, then I can retail just under 2 cage credits every single month by looking after those people really well so that they don't feel the need for convenience to go back to the internet or where they was getting their products from before. I'm going to make it really convenient that they can come to me by keeping in contact and making sure that they are, seeing the benefits of the products and are enjoying using them. So there's half of my 4 already accounted for. Not everybody I know goes to the gym. So I'm going to speak to my friends and my family and my neighbours about all of the other products that I'm using because I'm enthusiastic about the products. So you can see there whether it be makeup, whether it be that I've spoke to people about the Fleur kit and that it's a really great gift. Mother's Day is coming up. Is Mother's Day coming up or is it Father's Day? Father's Day. Well, Father's Day, But anyway, I'm sure I can find something for my dad to use. But yeah, I'm going to tell them about the products that I use on a day-to-day basis. And again, by helping them redirect the spend, enjoy the products, recommend me to their friends because they've become enthusiastic, I've now just retailed 1.6 cage credits. The deficit, because I know it's not 4, it's probably going to be about 0.4 of a cage credit. I use every single month, at least across my family, me, my husband and our children, 2.5 cage credits. That's because I was already using products before. I've just redirected my spend. So I'm going to then put my 4 cage credits in of retail very early in the month, just in 8 regular customers and the products that I'm using myself. And I'm always going to make sure that I'm using enough products to take that knowledge then back to my 8 customers. So, we're cracking on, aren't we? We're retailing, we've got this mindset, we're learning the tools, and now we're going to sponsor. We're ready to build a team and we're ready to help other people do exactly the same. All we are going to do is make friendships, reconnect with people, see what's happening in their lives and show them how this opportunity may or may not work for them. It can't be for everybody. Be okay with that. But by getting to know them, spending the time to listen to what's going on in their lives, you can hopefully show them an opportunity that they see exactly what you see. I really believe sponsoring is a mindset. There'll be certain people in the room that you will know that sponsor consistently every month with ease. So much so that you're thinking, oh, how have they sponsored again? You know, I'm working really hard, I'm speaking to all these people, but everybody I speak to, nobody wants to do it. They can't afford the £200. They think there's too many people already doing it. That's not true. That is just what you're telling yourself and the limitations that you're putting on yourself. Because if that is your mindset, that is what you will be putting out there when you're speaking to people. The people that consistently sponsor every month have just mastered the basics. And they just keep doing it, and they've got really good at doing it. So they will do what that First Steps to Manager booklet says. We're going to speak to 5 to 10 people every single day. It doesn't say have a day off. It says we're going to do it every single day. And that's what those people will be doing. And at the point when I said your journey starts, it is when you commit to doing that. So because they're speaking to 3 to 5 to 10 people a day, I got told a manager business will sponsor consistently 3 to 5 people every single month. And I stand here saying that's exactly what I've done. So you have to be really excited about where this business can take them, not what's in it for you. And I made that mistake at the beginning. I was going to take over the world and I was going to take everybody with me. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about other people. And we hold ourselves back from sharing the opportunity because we're scared. Fear kicks in. What if I talk to people and it comes out wrong? What if, I feel a little bit silly? What if? You've got to turn that fear around because it's irrational. What if you don't share it with them and this is what they're looking for? Ask yourself, what if nobody had shared it with you? Where would you be? For me, it doesn't bear thinking about. And that for me has really helped me in sharing the opportunity and consistently doing it, because what if I do not give them this opportunity? If it's not for them, like I said, it's not for them, but I have given them that choice. So take yourself out of it and make sure that you are getting in front of enough people, not just from hiding behind social media. This is a people business and they will buy into you. So are you getting in front of enough people, or are you relying on a computer to help you do that? Go back to the basics. Yes, be excited within reason, because if you're there and you get really, really excited and you're probably a little too excited, it can put people off. So just learn how to listen and show people how they can see the same opportunity that we saw. You can't expect results in your business from dabbling, from being inconsistent. That word at the beginning, consistent and persistent, is all I heard. And I remember me and my husband saying do you think anybody's going to say anything else? That's all they say. But I'm now the leader that says that, because it's true. You will not see the results that you desire for that vision unless you do this consistently and then get really, really good at it. So you make a commitment, and like we said, you make that the habit. You're going to develop friendships. I started forever with lots of friends and I didn't think that I had room for any more. But what I have done is surrounding myself with like-minded people exactly the same way that you have. People that want to see you achieve. People that will be there, stood at the front when you're walking across the stage, because they are genuinely really proud of what you've achieved. No hidden agenda. And we're all singing from the same hymn sheet because we have all got these visions that we want to go on a journey together. Surround yourself with people that lift you up, because I think I know it will make a massive difference.